Hello everyone, this is Javon S83, and today we're going to be doing something very interesting, something I've wanted to do for a long time, and that's rate cartoons. I review cartoons sometimes. I haven't done it in a while, which I really should get back into, but I see a lot of people making these tier lists, and I saw a cartoon one that was somewhat decent, and I was like, okay, I gotta make a video about this. So this list seems pretty decent. Actually, it's a lot bigger, and I'm about to show you that right now. These are cartoons from 1994 to 2009, so you won't be seeing things like Adventure Time, regular show. So these are more older shows, around shows that I was watching back then. But this list is bigger. Let me show you. This is what the list looked like before. All in the haven't seen pile. These are all cartoons that I haven't seen. I'm just gonna go through these real quick, like, because I know some of these are like a little bit controversial that I haven't seen yet. So we're just gonna go through these in like 2 minutes, and then we'll get back to the actual list. So just like roaming through these, Sailor Moon I haven't seen enough of to give a good ranking. I haven't seen enough of Mario to give a good ranking. I haven't seen a couple of episodes. Digimon I haven't seen too much of. I didn't watch Transformers when I was a kid a lot. Just surfing through these. I haven't seen a lot of the Marvel shows. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I haven't seen. I haven't seen Tick. Avatar. I haven't seen Avatar before. I apologize, folks. Um, Looking through a lot more of these. I haven't seen any of the Batmans or Supermans. I actually do want to watch Superman animated series because I'm a big Superman guy. Um, Darkwing Duck, no. This show is pretty popular. I haven't seen it though. What else? What else? I haven't seen any of the like Disney shows like Aladdin, Timon and Pumbaa, any of those kind of shows. I haven't seen Doug. I know that's another big one. Phineas and Ferb, I haven't seen. That's another big one. Um, Going through more of these. Any of these stick out? No. I think that's about the only shows that I feel like people would like ask where they are. Darla, I think that's the show's name. I know that's pretty popular. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, I think that's about it. So now we get on to the actual list. So this huge pile is just haven't seens, and the rest of these are actual shows I have seen. So then, let's get started. Ducktales. I've seen a little bit of it. It's an okay show. I didn't think it was amazing. A lot of people love that show. I thought it was okay. Replacements. I've seen. So the show has a good premise, right? I just feel like a lot of it I was bored by. But it was an okay show. Interesting premise, I suppose. Dragon Ball Z. Oh, yeah, there's some anime in here, too. Just to warn you guys. Dragon Ball Z is GOAT, of course. Totally Spies. The show gets memed a lot because apparently there's a lot of fetishes in the show, like in every single episode, which I was unaware of, especially as a kid. But I mean, the show was okay, I suppose, overall. House of Mouse, I haven't seen a lot of, but from what I've seen, it's pretty okay. Grim and Evil. This is like a little short, right? It's not Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. It's just like a little short. But I don't like Evil a lot. Evil Con Carne, I don't like it a lot. So I don't remember much of this, but I think it's a C. It belongs there, right? Wild Thornberries, I didn't like. I know you guys love Nigel and stuff and think he's amazing. He is, but I just didn't like that show at all. Lilo and Stitch, it was an okay show, I guess. I didn't like it very much, but it was alright. Kim Possible was okay. I wouldn't put it in A or S. I know some of you people like love Kim Possible, but I thought it was an okay show. It for his new groove. I know you guys are gonna hate me for putting that above Kim Possible, but that show is so funny. Okay, go back and watch a couple of episodes. That show is hilarious. Recess was okay. Very comforting show to just watch and chill with. Looney Tunes is okay. I know a lot of you love Looney Tunes. I'm not into humor where they're just hitting each other and beating the crap out of each other. I need more, man. And Looney Tunes doesn't really have that for me. Of course they do. It's just that I don't know, something about Looney Tunes just never hit me, man. Like I never go back and watch Looney Tunes ever. But I'll put it in B. It was I still remember some good moments from it, but Looney Tunes isn't huge to me. Animaniacs, it was a good show. Funny moments. I don't remember too much of it, but I remember enjoying it. This show, I forget the name, but I remember watching it as a kid. It was okay, I suppose. I didn't hate it. Duck Dodgers is a great show. As a kid, I didn't watch it very much or care for it, but going back and watching it, it was actually pretty alright. Funnily enough, I'm putting Duck Dodgers above Looney Tunes. I mean, can you believe that? Scooby Doo, I never had fond memories of Scooby Doo. I used to change the channel every time it came on as a kid. But I mean, it's Scooby Doo. It was still a nice watch. I would watch it sometimes and enjoy it. So, I mean, that's good enough to me. Pokemon is a great show. Some boring episodes, lots of good episodes, but you know, um, Yu-Gi-Oh probably same range as Pokemon. Good episodes, bad episodes. Can be boring sometimes, can be fun sometimes. Static Shock was great. Um, but like I said, same as these two. Some good episodes, some bad episodes. And Static Shock, whew, they would hit home on some topics. Scooby Doo, what is this? I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna put it in the same category as Scooby Doo. Where are you? I don't. Doesn't look familiar to me. I think this should be in haven't seen. I haven't seen that. I must have forgot about that one. As Told by Ginger, it was an okay show. It was alright. I mean, some of the character designs, let's face it, are kind of off-putting, but overall, it dealt with a lot of like teen like issues, I suppose. So like, it was an interesting show. Definitely not D tier. Shouldn't exist though. So it's just okay. Bobobo, very weird show, but can be funny sometimes. Like, I just remember it would have its good moments, and then sometimes like I'd be like, they'd have episodes where they'd fight an enemy for like 5 episodes, and it's literally them just doing skits, and it's just like, I don't know. So Bobo's okay. Kablam, I liked it. Wasn't Kablam like a bunch of mini-sodes of cartoons, like with the action figures and stuff like that, if I remember correctly? So I actually liked it. I remember liking it as a kid. I'm sorry I did not like Grown Ups. I didn't like Sheep in the Big City either. It was a very boring show to me. Puka D. A lot of the episodes is the girl chasing the guy around and him trying to avoid her and like pretending like he doesn't like her, right? But like, I mean, it gets a little like repetitive, so I didn't like it very much. This is like the only like Fantastic Four animated show I've seen, and it was okay. I don't remember thinking it was amazing, but it was okay. Like, no problems with it. Here's a controversial. My first controversial one. My second controversial one right after Looney Tunes. I didn't like Ben 10 that much. I didn't. It was okay. Like, I didn't like think it was amazing. It was just an okay show. I'm not really big on action shows. So yeah, I'm sorry guys. Angry Beavers was okay. I didn't like it that very much when I was a kid. Cow and Chicken, I didn't like a lot of the character designs. I didn't think it was very funny, so I'm sorry guys. That's a D for me. Billy and Mandy's like my first S cartoon, I guess, on this list. It was great. Billy and Mandy is like a classic. The jokes are hilarious. Here's another classic, Ed, Ed and Eddie, also an S tier. Like, that show was just awesome. I can always go back and just get a laugh out of that. Flintstones, it was fun. It's a fun little show about like, cavemen, I guess. Like okay, not they have like vehicles with like spinny. Look, Flintstones is good. Okay, it was good. Rugrats is good. Of course, I liked watching it as a kid. Um, Johnny Bravo, same. Only reason Johnny Bravo and Rugrats isn't an S is because I didn't think it was great all the time. You know, like S tier is like I found like almost every episode hilarious or great. That's why Johnny Bravo, Rugrats, Static Shock are like A. It's like there are some episodes that I just wasn't feeling. Danny Phantom the same. It's probably in the same list. My Life as a Teenage Robot as well. Uh, these two can probably go hand in hand. Lots of comedy and action in both of them. But I just didn't feel like a lot of every single episode was great. Jetsons definitely belongs in B tier. Alright, sorry about that little interruption. Actually, and I also turned off the light. It looks like a whole way lot better than this. So continuing on, I didn't like Captain Planet. It's a very basic 90s action show, if that makes sense. It was just very boring. It had a good message, but it's just very boring. The first on the shouldn't exist list, Rocket Power. I didn't understand the show. It was just very boring. A lot of the characters were annoying. Literally, the only good character was Tito. Like, let's be honest. So, anyways, moving on. This is a children's show, but like, I mean, it did what it was supposed to, right? Teach you like Spanish and stuff like that. So, I mean, like, it did it, right? So, I mean, it deserves a A. Jimmy Neutron is a B. Lots of boring episodes, but lots of good episodes. Um, I'd say like it's still a good watch, right? It's just like looking back at it nowadays, it's just kind of hard to watch, but it's still great. Teen Titans is an A. Um, a lot of the episodes were amazing, but I do remember there were some boring episodes here and there. It's the only reason it's not S. But I like you guys understand by now, action shows weren't really my thing, but if it had some good comedy in it, I was all for it as a kid, and even now. Hey Arnold, though, yeah, I give it A tier. I mean, it's a great show, but at the same time, like once again, bad and good episodes. El Tigre is at least a B. I thought the show's design was really interesting and good. It was different. I liked the story. The whole my dad is a hero, grandpa's a bad villain, and I always like mix up between the two, kind of thing. So it was interesting. Kids Next Door is an S. So creative. With everything, built a whole world with the show, so that's great. TMNT is a, a C. Lots of boring episodes, more so than good, I'd say. But it was good. It was a good watch. Decent. It's decent. Space Coast. Oof. I'd say A. When I was a kid, I hated this show. But looking back at it, when I was an adult and I rewatched it, I was like, this show, it's not so bad. It's kind of funny, too. So I give it an A. Not an S, but an A. Courage is an A. Some boring episodes, but it was a really good show. Now here's some controversial opinions. Tom and Jerry. I hated it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I was going to put it in C. I hated it. I hated cartoons that were about hitting each other and being violent. Like shows where it's just like I hit you with the frying pan and your head turns into like a pancake. That kind of stuff never was cool with me. I didn't like it. Like, so Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, shows like those, they just didn't hit me, man. So I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys are gonna kill me for that. Having Tom and Jerry all the way down here while having like I don't know, Jimmy Neutron up here. I know, but come on, guys, stick with me here. SpongeBob is S tier, of course. Self-explanatory. Popeye. I haven't seen much of Popeye, but from what I've seen, I liked it. But I don't think I could watch it back to back. So I'd give it at least I'd give it a B. Popeye was a good show. Now the very early episodes of Popeye, y'all ain't ready for that conversation. Let's just say it was a little. Don't worry about it. Y'all ain't ready for that conversation. Wings Club. It was okay. Actually, yeah, I'd put it in C. I was thinking of B, but C. It's the right place for it. My dad is a rock star. Whew. I like the concept. Not had a really banging theme song though, right? I'll give it a C. Sure, it's not like that bad. Like, come on now. Samurai Jack, I thought it was boring as hell as a kid. But the latest seasons, adult seasons, was really good. I'll give it an A. I'm so mixed. I didn't like it early on, but when it came out again, it was amazing. And it redeemed itself to me. So it's A. This show is terrible. I don't know why I remember it, but that show is terrible. Cat Dog, a lot of the episodes ended terribly, so I didn't like it very much. I also found Winslow the most annoying character in like cartoon history, so that's a hard C. Donkey Kong Country, oof. I'd say that's a C. It's meme worthy, but I couldn't watch it all the time. Like, come on, I remember seeing it as a kid. Like, it's a very weird show, man. Hamtaro, it was cute. That's all it gets. It was just a cute show. That's all. Sonic X, right? It was okay. I guess it was an okay show. Yeah, it was alright. Code Lyoko was alright. Look, you can. I have fun looking back at it now. First of all, them foreheads, but anyway, but have fun looking at the 3D animation like nowadays. I mean, it was a good show for a day, definitely. Even Konkani, I didn't like it. It didn't hit the right spots for me. I just found it very boring. Love the character designs, very boring to me. Whew. Fairly Odd Parents, gosh. It's like, oof, no. Nah. Fairly Odd Parents I didn't like very much. It has lot of good moments, but they just run jokes into the ground that I just didn't like it very as much as everybody else. So, and let's not even talk about the later seasons. Like, if we're putting the later seasons in here too, it would be like a D. But I'm gonna respect it for its first couple of seasons and be like, it's at least a B. Like, Puffy Amiyumi was interesting. It was an interesting show, so I'll give it a B. It wasn't amazing though. Powerpuff Girls is an A. Lots of great episodes. Then a couple of bad. It's like S is like I could watch the whole cartoon over again and not skip an episode and love every single second of it. A is like there's a few episodes here and there that are like kind of bad. But then B is like it's mixed. C is like more bad than good, and D is like it's just bad and shouldn't exist. Me, it's like why is it here? you know. So this I haven't seen much of it, but I felt like it was okay. I don't remember much of it, but when I was watching it as a kid, I was just like, it's okay, I guess. Vader Zim is alright. Lots of good episodes, couple of bads, but I got bored of a couple of them, but it was overall good. Rocco, let me start speeding this up a little bit. I don't want this video to be like 50 minutes long. Rocco has a lot of adult jokes, surprisingly, which I didn't pick up on as a kid, but it's very creative. I love the look of the show, and it's good. It's good. Foster's is definitely one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Sorry, I had to cut for a little second. But yeah, this is like my number one show of all time. Like my number one favorite cartoon of all time. Father's Home for Imaginary Friends. Put it on your books. I think it's the best show ever created, ever. And anybody that disagrees with me, I will fight you for this. I am not kidding. We can rant about why you think it's not the best show ever created. And if you say the designs look goofy, I'll fight you for it. I'm not joking. That show is great. It's the best show I've ever seen. It's hilarious. I can only think of like 2 bad episodes. That show is amazing. Piccolo, why does this exist? And why do I remember it? It's a very weird looking show. Sorry if you can hear a lawnmower in the background. It's happening. Anyway, Dragon Ball GT, oof, more bad than good. But I mean, like, Super Saiyan 4s are interesting, right? This show, I don't know why I remember it, but I was super bored by watching it. So I'm sorry for anybody that likes it, but I found it super boring. Bakugan. It's like your basic like show like it, you know, that Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, like Digimon kind of thing. But it didn't grab me very much, so that's a C. I don't know what this is, so this belongs in haven't seen. Johnny Test, whew, D. So you guys are probably yelling at me right now. What that should be and shouldn't exist, bro. It's terrible. Johnny Test was good his first season. Like it actually was decent. Like the jokes were hitting, the animation was good. It wasn't until like Cartoon Network picked it up that it was like awful. Like so I'm gonna give it the benefit of a doubt and say like it's at least D. Like the first season is salvageable. It's just the rest of it is just awful. Chopsocky Chucks, it's hard to look at. I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of episodes of this. Surprisingly, it's hard to look at. I was actually thinking of doing a review for it just because it's such a weird show. But yeah, it shouldn't exist. Chowder. It's definitely up there for one of my favorite cartoons. Right behind Foster's, I'd say. I see a lot of people like diss it, but it's like, why, dude? That show is so creative. It's beautiful to look at, even with this weird designs. But that's what the best part about it is, and the jokes are hitting. Like, I don't get it. 16, I mean, has its moments, right? It's like Total Drama Island, which I think we're gonna get to. Uh, right? Like, it's for teenagers, kind of. Deals with teenager like stuff. Like, it's somewhat decent, right? Magical School Bus, I don't remember much of this, but I mean, it was okay. Like, right? It's like Dora the Explorer. Like, it did what it was supposed to for a child, right? That's A. Dexter's Laboratory, A. Like, you know, same reason as Johnny Bravo. Lots of funny episodes, but I can also think of some bad ones. And of course, it's meme worthy. I don't remember this show at all. I kind of remember this show. I just remember it being super boring. I'm sorry, guys. Um, Sitting Ducks. Only reason it's not it shouldn't exist is because I used to watch this show every morning when I was a child. So that's the only reason it's not it shouldn't exist. I used to watch it as a child, even though I didn't enjoy it. I found it pleasing to look at. Back in like early 2000s or late 90s, I mean, like that was 3D, you know? So, I mean, whatever. I didn't like Time Squad very much, but I don't think it was awful, you know? So, I'll at least give it a C. I know a lot of people love it though. I didn't care for this show at all. Too weird for me. It's too weird. Juniper Lee was okay. Um, you know, another action show. Lots of comedy. Huh. I'll actually put it in C. You know, like looking back, it wasn't that great. Brace Face, right? This is what this is. Brace Face, I think. It was okay. It's alright. I think this is Penguins of Madagascar. It was good. Look, stop looking at me like that. It was good. Penguins of Madagascar was funny and creative. It's like the first movie spinoff besides Back at the Barnyard that I feel like was good. Like, give it a chance. It's actually pretty dang funny. And it's meme worthy nowadays too. Franklin, it did what it did. Just like Dora, Magical School Bus. It was a fun children's show. I don't know what this is. I think this is in Haven't Seen. I don't. The picture's kind of hard to look at. Chalk Zone. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, but it wasn't terrible. It was very creative. That's the reason it's in C and not D. It was very creative. This show was terrible. Actually, shouldn't exist. That show was awful. Only had bad memories about that show. Flapjack, S. Easy. Most creative, most good looking, hilarious show ever. Right up there with Chowder. Right up there with Chowder. Ooh. Only have bad memories about this show. Moving on. Ooh, I was thinking of reviewing this show. George of the Jungle, right? Yeah, that shouldn't exist. I'm sorry. That was just a very boring show. Jackie Chan Adventures A. Only reason it's not S is because, like I said, I'm not that big of an action show fan, but it was good. Um, okay, look, guys, I need you guys to shut up real quick. I know what you're gonna say, but I fucking love this show. Okay, look, stop throwing tomatoes at me. Stop laughing at me. The show is good. Okay, I fucking love this show. It was good. Okay, it was good. I'll fight you. I'll do it. It was a good show. Okay. Now moving on. I don't remember this show at all. It was terrible. I just remember turning it off every time I saw it, and the few times I did see episodes, it was so weird looking. You know what? I'm gonna put it in here. Just that I haven't seen it. I did see a couple of episodes and I was really turned off by it, but I'm not just gonna rant about a show that I haven't seen enough of it to rank it. Camp Lazlo was good. A lot of people hated it. I thought it was good. Only it has the same problem as Cat Dog, where like a lot of the episodes ended terribly for characters, but it was so good and creative that I liked it. I'm gonna have to rank. I don't see Total Drama Island unless I ranked it already, but Total Drama Action, it was alright. Same reason as 16. It was creative show. It was very creative. This and Total Drama Island are both creative shows. I feel like a lot of characters were annoying, but it was still a fun watch. Cap and Mikey is an A. Like, you mix anime and cartoons, that show was great. Give it a watch. It's a very fun watch. Skunk Fu, I'm sorry, it shouldn't exist. I've seen this show a couple of episodes. It's pretty bad. I didn't like it. Way something. I've seen a couple of episodes of this. I can't even think of the name though, so I feel like I shouldn't rank it. But I've seen a couple of episodes of it and it was okay. I would put it in C. I'm putting it in C. I've seen this show and I thought it was okay. So I'm not gonna diss it, but I can't even remember the title. So I'm just gonna put it there. Robot Boy. C for what it was. B because his mom is hot. Can I say that? So for right now it's in C. But if we focus on his mom, then it's B. Okay, there we go. Megas XLR, it was okay. Like I said, I'm not a big action show fan, but it was an interesting show at the time. Secret Saturdays I didn't like very much at all, I'd say, really. So I'd say D. It shouldn't be and shouldn't exist, but it was alright, right? Like, if you liked action shows, like, Atomic Betty. It was alright. I get the same feeling as Robot Boy. It's like, it was interesting, I guess. It wasn't terrible, though. Shin-Chan is an S. The dub of this show is crazy. You gotta see it. I have the DVD. It was so good. Like, it's great. King of the Hill. It's amazing. We're finally getting to some S's here, folks. Like, ooh, King of the Hill is a classic. Of course it is. Futurama. It was amazing at the start. Kind of started dying near the end, right? It's an A. Like, the later seasons were kind of bad to me, but the beginning of it was amazing, so that's an A. Beavis and Butthead. It's an A. Not every episode is great, but it's definitely high up there. American Dad, of course, that's an A. Family Guy is an A. So here's the thing. A lot of people hate Family Guy. Say, like, it's meme and, like, over, and they do the same repetitive jokes over and over again. But there are some bangers here and there, I have good memories with it. That's why I'm not ranking it lower than A. It's like, it's A. Like, bad episodes, good episodes. Later seasons are definitely, like, kind of bad. But the beginning seasons are great. I liked it. So, you guys are ready for some controversy. First of all, South Park is a B. There's a, maybe C. I don't know. I didn't South Park. B, sure. South Park, I'm mixed about. There's some good episodes, some bad episodes, lots of bad episodes. Actually, geez, I can't. It's a B, sure, but the good episodes are really good. It's just like very like dependent on your time. Like it's like people kind of say about the show. It's like they make jokes of current things happening. So if you watch an episode from like 2000 and like 10, you're not gonna understand it in 2021. Like because you're probably gonna be like, "What's happening? What is this?" Like like what are these jokes they're talking about? I don't understand. Like so, eh. Simpsons. I haven't seen Simpsons. I haven't seen one episode of Simpsons ever. So that's a controversial. My last thing on my list was controversial. I haven't seen Simpsons. Only episodes of it I've seen is the episode where they collabed with Family Guy. I haven't seen an episode of Simpsons. I don't even understand it. I want to, but there's so many episodes that it scares me. So I've never seen an episode of it. I really should one day though. So that's my list. How bad or good do you guys think I did? First of all, don't at me. I know what you guys are saying right now. You're looking at this list. You're saying Tom and Jerry in D, replacements in C. What the hell is this? But look, I gave my reasonings, okay? Like, it all makes sense. It just does. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys had fun, just like I did. And if you enjoyed this video, then give a like. Drop in the comments your top 5 favorite cartoons or some changes you'd make in my list or your own list as well. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys next time.